What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz, where we talk about the day's top 5 stories, including EIDL, and drill down into one so that you can know what the F is going on in about 10 minutes or less. So please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you join us at trysmallbiz.com, where you can advertise your company today. That's trysmallbiz.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have not one but two, Tricky Dick style, two rumors related to EIDL. One I think is bullshit. The other one I think is about to happen in the next few days. I will definitely cover both of them before the end of this video. But in today's show, I hope it's the beginning of a highly entertaining and extremely educational format where, based on the poll I did last night, we cut down the view duration or the length of the video by at least half so that I can help you understand. As we cruise through the top 5 stories of the day and drill down into one, which you'll have to guess which one it is, you'll know by the end of this video what the fuck is going on. I had to throw that in there. In about 10 minutes or less. So do yourself a favor, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee and a whiskey on a big rock. Here we go. I'm pumped up today. Some of you are about to have a Merry Christmas or a Happy Hanukkah. If this EIDL rumors is true. But as I just mentioned, 16-minute videos, unless I'm out in the middle of the woods frying up steak and, surf and turf and lobster boil and, family show. Almost said something naughty, but you get my picture. If I was out camping and maybe you'd watch a half an hour video. But if I'm going to talk about the news, whether it's politics, business, the stock market, or all the above, I got to cut it in half. So this format should be somewhere between 7 and 10 minutes, especially if I don't have the EIDL in it. We'll cruise through the top 5 stories of the day across a broad range of subjects, and you're going to have to guess which one of the 5 I'm going to drill down on in case you didn't hear me, so you'll know what the F is going on in about 10 minutes or less. So without further ado, and don't go anywhere if you're interested in EIDL, story number 1 of the day. Never seen, quote, such a complete failure, says the new CEO of FTX. And that's the crypto scandal that's completely bankrupt, that Tom Brady and a bunch of Hollywoodites are getting sued for. Rumor is he lost at least half of his net worth. And now there's a multi-billion, I think I saw $11 billion lawsuit that he and about 15 others are included in. It's a total disaster. But what I find interesting in story number 1 is they brought in the same guy who cleaned up the Enron mess. What is that, 25 years ago? I was on Wall Street between 1994 and 2007. I think it was midway. Somebody correct me, let me know, when did Enron blow up? I think it was late 90s. But they brought the same guy in, and he says the problem at FTX is 10 times worse. Story number 2 on the day, and I personally find this one interesting. The difference between Walmart, which is WMT for all you stock traders, and Target, TGT, are more obvious than ever. And if you've been following the two, Walmart's going a way up and Target's going a way down. Story number 3, Nancy Pelosi, Crazy Nancy as we like to call her, stepped down today. And if you saw the video, I actually thought it was quite sad. I mean, she's guilty of insider trading. She's absolutely full of shit. But this woman has scratched and clawed her way to the top over the last 40 years. And I watched her say goodbye, and I thought, given the rock cuts, I mean, the husband, Paul Pelosi, that she's married to, it was kind of sad. Let me know what you think. Were you sad, or are you just glad to get rid of her? Nancy says she's going to step down as the House Democrat leader after 2 decades. She's actually been in Washington for 40, but apparently she's been holding the gavel damn near 20 years, if you can believe that, at least for the Democrats. Story number 4 on the day, and this one rings of BLM. FTX used corporate funds to purchase employee homes. What a surprise, right? Let's just create a Ponzi scheme. Let's get celebrities involved. Let's have some stupid looking afro on a semi-white guy and use all the money that we take from little guys and gals like you and me to go buy $10 million homes. Haven't we seen that before? And story number 5, and you're going to have to guess which of the 5 I'm going to drill down on. General Motors GM expands EV, electric vehicle profits, to be comparable to gas vehicles by 2025. So in the comments below, a couple of things I'd like to know. Not only are you feeling sorry or not for Nancy, but do you shop at Walmart or Target? And if there's anybody watching me who's got an EV, electric vehicle, I have a Chevy pickup that's fully paid for out there. It chews about $85 to $90 worth of gas every single week. But if you've got an EV, what are your thoughts? What kind do you have? Do you like it? Is it a pain in the ass? Let me know in the comments. So ladies and gentlemen, before I get sound effects and get to the EIDL rumors, which are the 5 trending stories of the day? And I am going to get sound effects, especially when I do my podcast. What are we going to drill down on? We got to go with number 3, Crazy Nancy. We owe it to her. She's stepping aside. Her and Rock are going to go. She's going to become the ambassador to Italy. And I wonder, did Paul have any feedback, any choice in the matter? Because there are a lot of Italian, what do they call them over there? Guidos that might be interested in a little dueling, hammer. I don't know. Nancy Pelosi, get back on track. This is going to be fun, folks. Believe me, it's going to be fun, educational, entertaining. Stick with me. Tell me what you think in the comments. Nancy's going to step down. Here are the key points that you need to be aware of. She announced that after 20 plus years, as I just said, it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. And she's going to ride off into the sunset, hop on a plane over to Italy. And Paul, are they taking De Pepe with them? Or isn't that De Pepe? That's kind of Italian. Somebody tell me if I'm way off base. Is that Italian or Latina? Latin? I know it's a train wreck, but it's going to be a lot of fun. The announcement came less than a day after Nancy told all the outlets, or we were told by the outlets, that the Republicans are going to take control of the House by, it looks like, 2 or 3 seats. So Nancy, we'll give you one more crack at the gavel here by sharing a quote from Nancy. With great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democrat leadership in the next Congress. Round of applause that went on for many, many minutes. In her 14-minute speech, she goes on to say, for me, the hour has come, and this is where I got kind of sad, for a new generation, and she's right, to lead the Democrat Congress that I so deeply respect. I am grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility. So look, is she guilty of insider trading? No doubt about it. She showed up making $30,000 a year. She's worth more than $100 million. She's never been wrong on an option trade, not once, not ever. But I felt kind of sad, and it's probably because of the situation with Paul, which, by the way, if you saw the retweet I did about an hour ago, it turns out that, yes, he did answer the door in his underwear based on the police cam, and he did say, and I quote, everything's good, before he turned around and supposedly now got hit in the head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of this new format. I think it's going to be exciting, entertaining, cover the top 5, drill down into one so that you can know what the fuck is going on. I think that's less than 3 F-bombs in less than 10 minutes, which leads me to idle, and I've got a minute and a half because I'm not going over the 10-minute mark. All right, let's cut to the chase. You may have heard Ryder, and I believe my buddy Speak and See in the last 4 or 5 days talk about the fact that the SBA is about to defer payments for 6 months to a year. I haven't said anything because I'm off that train. I gave 2.5 years of my life. I raised $3 or $4 billion without ever charging anybody a dime, but I promised I'm not talking about that 4-letter word unless it's real. So I did some digging, and it turns out I would estimate a 75% chance, even though people like myself and many of you have already started making payments, that they're about to give you a Merry Christmas surprise. And you can apply for a 6-month, or I'm even hearing 12-month or longer extension. Is it going to happen? I say likely so. The obvious question before I let you go is, why didn't they do this before the election? Couldn't they have bought some votes? I talked to some people today, and here's what we think is happening. They saw the pushback from the student loan forgiveness where the judge just overruled and said it was unconstitutional. And they said, you know what? If we do the double whammy of the students and the EIDL deferment, we might lose the election. So now that the election is over and crazy Nancy's riding into the sunset, maybe, just maybe, they are going to come out and say you can defer your payment, meaning not make it, for another 6 to 12 months. And yes, I will push to get the interest rate accrual removed and deferment or cancellation of the loan outright by 2024. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give me some positive encouragement on this format. I'm a little amped up today. I went over 10 minutes, but next time I won't. Always remember that I love you, and thank you so much for watching.